Good day to you. Hope it's going well. It is Friday here, and we are actually 1 week from Christmas Eve. A little hard to believe it's already here. Oh, sorry, just seen something came up here, and I was trying to figure out what it is. Okay. Facebook had something, Facebook Live's got something new on here, so I was trying to figure out what it said. So, hey, David here with you, and what we talk about is ways that you can improve your health, wellness, and fitness. And we do that by working on your body, mind, and spirit. It took me about 15 years to realize that that's how I had been taking care of my health and wellness and fitness. And as I'm getting knocking on the door of 50, my first half decade, I'm probably the best I've ever been in body, mind, and spirit. So what I'm doing is I'm taking different tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, the lessons, and I'm sharing with you. So that way it can be cut down the learning curve for you, and that way you can get the benefits faster for yourself. So this past week, kind of little topics, and I got my computer screen up over there so I can see what the topics were. I actually got some notes this time. Start off on Monday, which was the DASH, and this will all tie in together. I lost my uncle on Sunday, and I kind of realized lessons I learned from him as well as others. The DASH, we're born, we die, that dash in between. What do we want that to represent in our lives? Do you think you're too old? And because of what I talked about, the DASH kind of brought into the next one, and again, these all link together, as I just said, that you have what's called the reticular activating system, the RAS, and whatever you're looking for in the world, you're going to find that. If you think you're too old, you're going to find examples that prove that. If you think you're not, you're going to find examples to prove that. So it depends on exactly what you're looking for. We want to are you where you want to be? Basically, figuring out where you're at in your life, where you're at with your health, wellness, fitness, and are you where you want to be? And part of that's definitely one of the first things you got to do. Is you got to figure out where you're at, and then figure out where you want to go. And it's to get a path to go there, which is one of the things I'm trying to share with you. And then yesterday we talked about thinking too much, how you can think too much about things, overanalyze, and not take action. I admitted to myself that's why I've been doing something with my business. I had been dragging my feet on that, and I did say I was going to work on it, so yes, yesterday I did. I did do some little more research to figure out what a lot of the others in this profession are doing, the industry, and I found some answers there, and I just have to figure out if it's something I'm comfortable doing. If not, I got to figure that out. So yes, I did spend time yesterday working on it. Even though I got myself sidetracked for a little bit before I went back to it, but yes, I did take some action on it. I got a whole list of some other ones of the examples for that little policy or clause, and I just got to figure out what I'm comfortable with. So down to today's topic. What's your story? Again, these all tie in together. And just basically reminders, by the way, is that your story is not done. You're still writing it. So events don't have meaning until we give them one. And then from that, usually, sometimes even when we're kids, an event will happen, and our minds, with the limited capacity they have, will assign a story to it. We'll give a meaning to that. And then sometimes we tell that story to ourselves over and over again, all the way into adulthood, even though, excuse me, there's no connection to it. But yet, that's what it feeds us. We're not good enough. We might have even just overheard something and extrapolated an idea out. I remember Vishen Lakhiani, he's the founder of Mindvalley. He was talking about a story one. I'm trying to remember if he was less than 10 years old, I believe. And he was in the back seat of the car, and parents thought he was asleep and kind of woke up and heard them discussing about money, about how money was tight. And they went to get a birthday present for him. And he only wanted like one small little thing. He goes, "Want anything now?" And because he realized the money was tight, he didn't want anything else. Well, that story of having an issue with money, that's a condensed version of it. I mean, there's not a little bit more than that, but that idea of holding money back, not needing it, or not wanting it, something like that one there, extrapolate all the way to his adulthood. So stories we tell ourselves, especially as kids. You have your stories from the past, whether it's from elementary school, junior high, high school, early adulthood. You got your current story, which could be tied, and a lot of times they are tied to the past one. And then what are you writing now? The point of that is, with all the topics from this, I was thinking about this right before I got on. And if I think about the story that I told myself about where I was going to be 20 years ago, where I thought I was going to be at this point in my life, I'm not even in the same ballpark. Not even close. And part of that is a lot of times can happen because you realize what you wanted at a certain time. You grow, you learn, and realize, okay, that's not something I wanted. You realize you want something else over here, and then it modifies and changes around. And there are times where we go through and we'll do something just because we think that's what we're supposed to do, or that's what others want us to do, even though it's not something we personally want. So, yeah, just kind of thinking about that. I'm going, yeah, 20 years ago, this is not even close to where I thought I was going to be. Not, I mean, again, I don't even think it's in the same galaxy. And then with that, where's the current story? Where am I at right now? Do I like where I'm at right now? No, I don't. I'm making steps to do it. But yet there still are stories going on in here that are holding me back. Even when I wanted my certification for the health certification, there's certain times where I would stop for a couple of weeks before doing any type of continued studying. Stories I told in here. And at least with this, as with many things we talk about, it's being aware. Being aware that say, okay, even though I know one of the my coaches was talking about, she had someone, they went through a group class. And they had a lot of people go, it was a program. Everybody gone through, they got exercise, they lost weight, and weight loss related. Lost weight, and actually they got together. And when they go together, one of the guys who lost all the weight gained all the weight back and then some. And they asked what happened. Well, I'm the big girl. I'm not the thin girl. I've always been the big girl. That's the story she told herself. She'd always been that way, and she had to learn how to change it. So that's one of I'm saying all this to kind of give you an idea, is realize whatever we tell ourselves, we have to learn tools and techniques to start changing that story. If we want change in life, like Jim Rohn, I'm paraphrasing here, in order for you to get better, you got to get better. In order for things to change, you have to change. But it's also learning to change that story to realize what can be done, not what was done, what's going to take place now. If you want to be slim, if you want to be able to play with your kids and grandkids, if you want to have the capacity to walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath, if you want to have better stress management, if you want to have a connection with yourself, to your higher power, to your friend, you have to be able to realize the biggest thing is believing you can do it. And then using that particular activate system, look for evidence to prove it can be done, because if others have done it, you can do it as well. And then start making those changes. And the first part is being awareness. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. So that's going through, is realize, okay, what is my story right now? What do I keep telling myself? And what if I take a step back and realize just because it's always been that way, doesn't mean it's got to be that way. And I'm taking, paraphrasing a quote from Les Brown. It's like your past, I think it's Les Brown, your past does not have to equal your future. You can so your previous past has led to right now, but you can make changes right now to lead to your future. I think that kind of makes sense there. Bottom line is, I'm kind of looking through, is realize what stories are you telling yourself, and realize what truth is there to them. Because again, you can find evidence one way or the other. You want to change your story for something more positive. You want to change stories so that you are healthier, weller, I think there's a word, and fitter. You can do that by working on your body, your mind, and spirit. But it's up to you to make that change. And again, I'm fully guilty of that, because I got aspects, especially when it comes to my business aspect and working things there. Yeah, I hold myself back. And it can be daunting at times, especially when you're entering something new and you're not too sure about how to go about it. You got to buckle down. If it's something you truly want, that's one other thing, is you got to be able to want it. You keep making the steps going forward. You keep doing the research. You keep looking out. You keep finding the direction out there. And if you want a little help on that and find your direction with your body, mind, and spirit, your health, wellness, and fitness, I got a free training. I only got different trainings in my Facebook group. You'll see a link in the description. It's free in there. You're not going to ask for anything. Just pop your name and agree to the, I don't even think you've did. Just agree to the rules. We'll add you to the group and you get access to free training. I'm hoping all that made sense to you. I said a little longer than normal, but different points I felt need to go over, because it's a lot of times I'm talking to myself as well. It's things I need to be remembered for myself. So that's what I got for you. So today's Friday, so I might not catch you Monday. Monday might be I'll do a video, but it might not be a live one, because I'll be at a memorial service. So don't know how that's going to work out. So I might just have a live video load up for you. But either way, have yourself a wonderful weekend. I will catch you next time. So take care and balance into you. Bye-bye.